dog, played by Lorenz Tate. Great performance, by the way. Lorenz Tate plays Daniel Strellich. Let's see what your top 4 is, brother. Letterboxd is my new favorite app, and y'all hearing that from me right now. It's your boy, Beaker B2, and today we got a special video, guys, for you guys playing today. We have Letterboxd. I'm going to be ranking the Letterboxd accounts that I see, that I follow, actually. Some of my friends, actually, starting off with a best friend of mine, and he knows, he watches the channel. Shout out to you, bro. You know who you are. But a special friend, that's all I'm going to say, who watches the channel. So, you know, there you go. He watches the channel, and we talk all the time on Letterboxd, and Letterboxd is my new favorite app. I know that's crazy. YouTube, brush to the side. Facebook, brush off to the side. Instagram, brush off to the side. Snapchat, brush off to the side. Letterboxd is my new favorite app. But it's insane, man, how much I fell in love with the app of Letterboxd ever since I heard about it for the first time a couple months ago. So it's crazy, man. It's my new favorite app. But enough of the chit chat, man. Y'all know what we came here to do. We're gonna rank some Letterboxd. So I'm gonna be ranking some Letterboxd. All right, starting off with my boy Suede, aka Jaden Waddell. Shout out to you, brother. Love you, man. This is my guy right here. Jaden went to high school with him, and he has, let's see, right now he has watched 51 films. He's a vaguely new profile created, because I know that of his. He's a vaguely new profile, but he actually, okay, so let's check out his profile. He has 51 films watched, all time, or not all time, but like I said, I know he's seen more movies all time, but this is 51 films that he's logged right now on his profile, and he's seen 51 this year. Not bad at all. 51 films seen this year. And let's see. Let's go to his top 4. These are his favorite films of all time. His top 4. So let's start off with the first one. His favorite movie of all time is Scarface, 1983. Now, the first time I saw this movie, I was blown away by Al Pacino's performance, and just the story and the visual aspect of Scarface is just not, it's not like any other gangster movie out there. It's got everything you want. It's got drug dealers. Don't cancel that out. Drug dealers, in Miami, Cuban Americans. Is about Tony Montana, Cuban American, who comes to America, to Miami, to start climbing the ladder to becoming one of the most powerful drug lords ever. And he ends up, you see his rise at the beginning of the movie. You see his rise as he assembles his army, and you see his fall at the end of the movie. You see his fall, his eventual fall at the end of the movie, which I think just basically encaptures his character so well, that he's a very confident person. He's a very confident man, but he's also got a lot of demons, and got a lot of problems, a lot of issues, and a lot of flaws as well. You know, he's very reckless. I've noticed that looking at Tony Montana as the character, because Tony Montana, you can't really technically call him the villain of Scarface. He is definitely a bad person. He makes a lot of bad decisions, and he does a lot of bad things throughout the movie, but he's also a good guy too, because he supports his family. You can genuinely care that he cares about his family, and he cares about the people who work for him, including, like I said, for example, his sister. He really cares about his sister, minus all the incest thing that's going on throughout the movie. But he genuinely cares about his little sister, and he doesn't want her to get hurt, and which makes it more just more sad of what happens at the end of the movie. But I won't give any spoilers out in case anybody that hasn't seen Scarface, but Scarface, hey, good movie, good pick by my boy. And let's go to the second film, Superbad. Now this movie, Superbad, the first time I saw this movie during like COVID, or I think I actually saw it in 2019. Either 2019 or 2020 is when I first saw Superbad. This movie is one of the greatest teen comedies of the 2000s. I'm just saying that right now. Superbad is just the typical teen comedy. It is just amazing. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's got very great jokes that still stand up today, that still hold up today. Just amazing cast of characters, man. Michael Cera, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, aka McLovin. Everybody noticed him as McLovin. Jonah Hill, Emma Stone. Just so many different great talents in this movie. This movie is just a masterpiece of comedy, man. I mean, I watch this movie for all the laughs that I can get out of it. Every time I watch it, I get something new out of it. I'm definitely going to have to do a rewatch on Superbad, but dude, this movie is just so funny, and everybody plays their role very well. Like, Jonah Hill plays his character very well. He's, the vulgar, confident, character, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse as McLovin is just iconic. He plays him with so much just comedy, just a level of comedy that I never thought I would see in a movie. Bill Hader and Seth Rogen, I forgot to mention them. They are hilarious as the cops in the movie. They're hilarious. And Michael Cera, he is just, he's so awkward that you just like him and you just root for his character in the end of the movie. But this movie, Superbad, great pick from my boy. Just amazing. This is awesome. And the next movie we're going to get to, Menace to Society, 1993. Now, Menace to Society is without a doubt a hood classic. Everybody knows that. If you're black like me, this movie is definitely has been watched in every single black household you can think of. It doesn't matter if you haven't seen this movie. You need to watch this movie. You get to your TV right now and you turn Menace to Society on, because this movie is amazing. Albert Hughes, Albert and Alan Hughes, the Hughes brothers, they did an amazing job directing this movie. This movie follows two characters, two main characters, or technically one of them is a side character, but one of them is a main character. But the movie follows a young black man who happens to live in the hood, named Kane, and he goes from being just this, this curious kid to being this kind of like, he wants to be a gangster in the hood. He wants to be well known in the hood with a reputation, but he ends up following down the wrong, going down the wrong path, following the wrong people, including, for example, his friend, the side character, not really a side character, but technically, his friend, O-Dog, played by Lorenz Tate. Great performance, by the way. Lorenz Tate plays O-Dog with so much, aggression. He's so aggressive. He's a very strongly written character, and even though he's a ruthless person and he doesn't really have any regard for human life, he's a great character. And I think, even though he's not really the most kindest person, he's very ruthless, he's very aggressive, and you can see the similarities between Kane and O-Dog, but they are very different at the end of the day. One is trying to be a gangster and the other one is a straight up gangster. And you just see the similarities and the differences between two of those characters, and you follow them. They both go down different paths and have different endings at the end of the movie that you see transpires, that happen. So this movie is very well put together. I mean, great side supporting performances from Jada Pinkett Smith was pretty good in this movie. What's his name? I forget his name. Clifton Powell, he's funny in this movie. Very good performance. The guy from San Andreas, he did a great performance. And Samuel Jackson surprisingly was in this movie. It's a running joke that Samuel Jackson is in like every movie ever made. It's just a running joke, but he's in this movie, and he, even though he has a limited amount of screen time, he steals the show and the little screen time that he has. So yeah, this movie is a straight hood classic. Menace to Society, one of my favorite hood movies, and I definitely got to do a rewatch edit for it. Yeah, but Menace to Society, great pick from my boy Jaden. And the final movie, Jaden's final fourth film in his top 4 favorite films of all time, it's Back to the Future. The first Back to the Future, man. What can I say about this movie? This movie by Robert Zemeckis is a straight classic, man. Just amazing. Just a masterwork of just filmmaking, dog. I mean, it don't get no better than Back to the Future, man. I mean, if you're really looking for a movie to just straight up laugh, cry, feel good about yourself, this is the movie for you, man. Back to the Future is just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. I can't, you know, it's iconic, you know, the mute, where is the theme song, the soundtrack, the sequences, the characters, man. Oh my gosh, the characters in Back to the Future are some of the greatest characters I've ever seen. I mean, Doc Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd, is an amazing character. Doc Brown is one of the most iconic characters in film history. Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, another iconic character. Just amazing. And the cast is just stacked. I mean, a very good array of characters. I mean, Crispin Glover as George McFly, and I forget her name, but she plays Marty's mom, Marty McFly's mom. I forget her name, but I know she did a great performance. I forget her name at the moment. I'm sure it will come back to me, but she has a great performance as well. And the guy that plays Biff is hilarious. This movie is just straight up a classic, dog. It don't get no better than this. Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorites. It's in my top 10. It's not in my top 4 because you guys will see, as you would know, my top 4 is very different. I'm gonna make a video on that later on. But yeah, dude, Jaden, his top 4 is very good. Let's see. I'm gonna check out his. Let's see. We're gonna look. Okay. All right. So he has 19 films ranked 5 stars. He has Marty Supreme, great movie. Dudermans. That's actually a movie that I made. Logan, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, 21 Jump Street, Ip Man, No Country for Old Men, Spider-Man 2, Kill Bill Volume 1, Spider-Man, Gladiator, South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut, Truman Show, Michael Jackson Bad, Michael Jackson Thriller, Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, Dog Day Afternoon, and Serpico. All top 4. Okay. All right. Top 4. All right. Let's see. Joshua Drake Randall. And let's see. It says he's multiverse 3174. I don't know what that location is. He's from the multiverse. I think one of the multiverses. And his profile picture is pretty good. Yeah, Invincible. I think this is from Invincible. I've never seen Invincible. I've seen one episode of Invincible, but I have not seen the entire show. But yeah, a great profile. That's his YouTube channel. And Joshua Drake Randall, he follows me. Very surprisingly. And look at this. Okay, so he's an autistic and proud content creator plus writer, podcaster, Elizabeth Olsen fan. Okay, he's an Elizabeth Olsen fan. And Gryffindor is his club. Shout out to the Gryffindors. Let's go Club Gryffindor, man. And there he is. Okay, so Joshua has seen 7,202 films. Congratulations, man. That is amazing. He is on another level than me. I have not seen that many films. And he's seen 266 films this year. Wow. That is amazing. Very good. That is not too shabby, brother. And let's see his top 4 films. All right. see his top 4 films. That is amazing. All right, starting off with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, this movie is a very special movie to me because this was actually a movie that I actually got on DVD and watched it multiple times. I've seen Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban maybe about 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7. I've seen this movie many times, but this movie is definitely my favorite Harry Potter film out of the entire franchise. I mean, some people might say Deathly Hallows Part 2 is the better one, or Goblet of Fire is the best one, or some people might even say the original. Everybody has their own opinion of which Harry Potter movie is their favorite, and mine is The Prisoner of Azkaban, without a doubt. This is his favorite movie of all time, and I agree. I mean, this movie by Alfonso Cuarón is one of the visually best looking Harry Potter movies I've seen in my life, because the first 2 movies are great, they're good to look at, but just Harry Potter, the third one really fits the vibe of the movie. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's starting to get dark, but it still has that childlike innocence from the first 2 movies, but it also has that darkness, the dark colors, the saturation is kind of darker. The mentors is starting to, they're more dark figures and starting to come into, Hogwarts and try to find Harry, which actually Harry has he has a family member that he didn't even know about. If you know him, Harry, Hermione, and Ron, they all go on a quest to see what happens, when you find out that your family member killed your parents. An undisclosed family member at that. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban is so good, man. It's definitely one of the best looking Harry Potter movies of all time. But yeah. All right, his second favorite movie of all time is 12 Angry Men, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen this before. I know that is insane to say, but I have not seen 12 Angry Men. I'm definitely going to check it out at some point. But I do know it's directed by Sidney Lumet, and I have seen a Sidney Lumet movie, actually. I've seen Serpico. That is literally the only Sidney Lumet movie that I've seen. But I am definitely going to check out 12 Angry Men sometime in the summer. But yeah. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I have not seen this at all either. I know people are going to be pissed off. And they'll be like, Jalen, why you haven't seen The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? I know this movie is also directed by a notable director, David Fincher. This movie, I've heard a lot of great things about this movie, and I'm definitely going to check it out at some point, because I just watched a David Fincher movie about 2 months ago, The Social Network. And this movie has Rooney Mara in it and Daniel Craig, and I actually saw Rooney Mara in The Social Network, so I'm definitely going to check this movie out at some point in the summertime as well. But yeah, and then his final movie in his top 4 is Mean Girls, and all I gotta say about Mean Girls, this movie is so fetch. Gosh, this movie is amazing. I mean, this movie is one of those chick flicks that you actually like and you don't despise it and hate yourself for watching it. This movie is great, man. It has everything. It has just betrayal. It has romance. It's a rom-com. It's like a coming-of-age movie. It's a teen comedy. It's everything, man. It's got everything. It's one of the wildest teen comedies I've seen. With just showing that teenage girls can be stupid and idiotic, pretty much, and showing that you can be popular in high school, but also you don't forget where you came from at the end of the day. So this movie is just it's got all of that, man. I mean, Lindsay Lohan, this was like her breakout movie that really made her a star. Rachel McAdams, same thing. She is just dead cold. She is just cold as Regina George, and she is so like very hateable. You don't like her, you don't like Regina George, but you end up realizing how she got like that, like how she got so vindictive and just kind of just fake and grimy and stuff like that. She's very manipulative of, the characters in this movie. She always goes the extra step to ruin people's lives. So, Regina George is a very just a toxic and sadistic person, but you grow to see how she got like that in the middle of the movie and towards the end. So, yeah, but Rachel McAdams does a great job of Regina George and Amanda Seyfried and Lacey. Lacey, I forget her name. Lacey something, I forget her name, dog. But she is great as Gretchen Wieners, and the supporting cast is great. It's a great movie, man. Mean Girls is very good as an all-time classic. And yeah, very good top four, dude. And let's All right, so he has ranked a lot of films 5 stars. He's got Marty Supreme, Superman 5 stars. You don't see that. Wicked, Making Wicked. Okay, that's like a documentary. Okay, Divine Gravity. Let's see. Okay, Doom Part 2. I've seen that in a lot of top fives. Judas and the Black Messiah. That is very good. Let's see. I'm gonna skip this. Um, let's see. Do. Mission Impossible Fallout, Incredibles 2, Ready Player One is super underrated. Avengers Infinity War was awesome. Black Panther, Coco, Phantom Thread, John Wick Chapter 2, Lady Bird. All of these movies are very good, very well done. Good time. I've heard good things about that. Don't Breathe at 5 stars. Okay. Deadpool 5 stars. The Nice Guys. Uh Arrival, La La Land, Get Out 5 stars. That is very good. Yeah, but yeah, these are all great films that he's put over here. And let's see his half star. We're gonna go half star. See all the movies he put in half star. All right. Let's see. Okay. Twin, I have not seen, but I heard bad things about that. Killer Whale, Megamind 2 was terrible, I heard. um, let's see. Cosmic, I don't know what that is. Cosmic Sin, that is that. After We Collided, those after movies I heard were just plain on terrible, dog. I heard terrible things about them. Children of the Corn, the remake, the Emoji Movie I heard was straight ass. The Bye Bye Man, Ride Along 2, Meet the Blacks, Fantastic Four, yeah, that was pretty bad. Jack and Jill, that was very bad, and that's one of Adam Sandler's worst movies. Let's see. Movie 43, I actually, you know what? You know what's funny? I actually had a good time watching Movie 43. Yeah, it was bad. It was terrible, but it was funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. It was funny to me. I had a good time watching it. Green Lantern was kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Green Lantern, I will say it's not the worst movie of all time, but it's definitely like, it's not the worst superhero movie of all time, but it's definitely up there. Twilight, New Moon. I mean, New Moon was okay. I wouldn't say it was terrible, but but this is his thing. Spy Kids 4 was pretty bad. Uh, yeah. I definitely agree with most of these movies on here. I haven't seen some of them. Ride Along 2 was kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, no, these movies. I agree with some of these movies on here, dude. Joshua, very good. Very good select few right there, dude. And I forgot to give Jaden a rating, but I'm gonna give Josh, I'm gonna give you a rating of I'm gonna give you a strong rating of an 8 out of 10, and Jaden, I'm gonna give you a 8.9 out of 10. I'm gonna give you just because the fact that I haven't seen these two movies, Joshua, Daniel. Let's see what you're working with, brother. Okay. And it looks like, I don't know, his profile picture, is that Doctor Who, or I don't know where that's from. That looks like it's from Doctor Who. I don't know if that's from Doctor Who. Somebody told me in the comment section, but I do not know who that is. you bought children's clothes in Winterfell. I don't know if that's like a reference to something. Let's see right here. Daniel, you have seen 197 films all time. And you have seen 142 movies this year. Not too bad, not too bad. You're doing pretty well. But hey, we like to watch movies. So hey, look for even more to boost it up. But yeah, let's see. Let's look at your favorite films of all time, and it looks like Daniel's his favorite film of all time is Prisoners. Now this movie, I saw this movie, it's been 3 years since I've seen this movie. Prisoners is amazing. It's so dark. It's a very dark film to watch. Like, it's not like a movie you turn on and be like, hey, we're watching Prisoners tonight. This movie is very dark, and it's got some great acting from just both of the actors, the two main actors in this movie. Hugh Jackman gives one of his best performances ever I've seen in the movies. He is spot on gold in this movie. I mean, Hugh Jackman gives a great performance about just a dad who his daughter goes missing. His daughter and her friend go missing, and he just flips the hell out. He goes crazy, man, over his daughter, and just a great performance from Hugh Jackman. I mean, this is definitely one of the best performances I've seen from him, other than Wolverine. But this is a great movie. Jake Gyllenhaal gives a great performance as well. Paul Dano is very good in this movie, and a couple other characters and actors and whatnot. But this is a great film by Denis Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve, he actually made Blade Runner 2049 and a couple other films, including Dune as well. But I didn't even know he made this movie. This is a great movie. Prisoners is just an acting masterclass, and I just think everybody should watch it. If they haven't seen it, they should definitely check it out. But this movie is very good. And Grown Ups 2. Okay, this is a first. Grown Ups 2 in somebody's top 4. Now, I've seen Grown Ups 2, and I know a lot of people are going to say, why is this movie in a top 4? This would not be in anybody's top 4 normally. Like, the last movie you would think to be in a top 4 is Grown Ups 2. Now, I will say the Grown Ups movies are definitely guilty pleasures, but at top 4, like 5-star classic, it would not be in a top 5, or like a 5-star classic, in my opinion. But like I said, they are enjoyable movies. I will say any Adam Sandler movie is enjoyable. Even the bad ones, they are still enjoyable. But yeah, Grown Ups 2, I had a great time watching. Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Chris Rock, David Spade. I'm surprised Rob Schneider wasn't in the second one, but the movie was still, it was kind of, some of the jokes don't hold up as well as they did in 2013, but it's funny. It's a funny Adam Sandler movie, basically. And Taylor Lautner's in it, and a couple other cameos and stuff, and it's a very enjoyable movie. But I wouldn't say it's like top, like all-star, like 5-star classic. I wouldn't say it was like that, but it's definitely an enjoyable film. Grown Ups 2 is a enjoyable film. It's not a good film, but it's an enjoyable film. So yeah, Memories of Murder. I have not seen this movie, but I just saw that it's directed by Bong Joon-ho, the same guy who made Parasite and Mickey 17. But I have not seen this movie before. I'm gonna definitely check it out. Memories of Murder 2003. I'm gonna definitely check that out. The Hunt 2012. I've been seeing this movie a lot in people's top 4. I have not seen this yet. I'm definitely gonna have to check it out at some point. It's got Mads Mikkelsen. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he was Le Chief in Casino Royale. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to check this movie out, The Hunt. But yeah, not too bad. Like Grown Ups 2 is an enjoyable film, but I say the real best film on this list is Prisoners. Great. That's a great movie. But yeah, let's look at his top 5 movies of all time. All right. It looks like he has 25 top 5 movies. Okay, he's got Project Hail Mary, which is actually really good. Oppenheimer, Parasite, obviously. Beautiful Boy, A Taxi Driver, Vacation, Interstellar, Nightcrawler, Blended, Lone Survivor, Prisoners, Grown Ups 2, Olympus Has Fallen, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Hunt, The Dictator, Grown Ups, Zombieland, The Hangover, Taken, Borat, Memories of Murder, Memento, Fallen Angels, and Harakiri. Okay, yeah, I will say I don't agree with all of these. Like, I wouldn't say like The Dictator. I wouldn't say it's 5 stars, but it's a good movie, very great, funny movie. Borat, I do agree, that's a great movie, funny comedy. I will say The Dictator is funny, but The Borat is just even funnier. Lone Survivor was very good, but I wouldn't say that was 5 stars. Blended, same thing. That's like not 5 stars for me personally. Interstellar, I have not seen. Nightcrawler, I have not seen, but I've heard great things about it. Taken was very good, but I wouldn't say that was 5 stars. Memento, I'm still watching that actually, and The Perks of Being a Wallflower, like that's a great movie, but it's not 5 stars personally for me. Like for this guy Daniel, for you that's like your 5 star. And same thing with Zombieland. Like Zombieland is a great movie. It's a good movie, fun, but it's not like 5 stars. Like Oppenheimer, that's like 5 stars. Parasite, like these movies are 5 stars. Prisoners, but the rest is like some of these I don't really agree with. Like The Hangover, like I said, I give The Hangover 5 stars. I know some people might disagree with me on that, but yeah, this is my list and whatnot, my ranking. So yeah, but yeah, and let's see what your half a star is, Daniel. Let's see what you're working with. It looked like he only has one movie and a half a star. The Resort from 2021. I have not seen The Resort, but it looks like it's awful. But yeah, let's Daniel, I'm gonna give you just for your creativity, and I mean, then again, I have not seen 2 of these films, and Grown Ups 2 is like one that I would probably disagree with it being in a top 4, but I do give you props for putting it in there because I don't really see that very often. I'm gonna give you a 7.5 out of 10. Very, very interesting top 4. And the movies that you have in your top 5 are interesting. So yeah, man, Daniel, I'm gonna give you a 7.5 out of 10, dog. They're not too bad, not too bad at all. All right, let's see. Neil's top 4 is it showing up? He's not showing up yet. Let's see. Okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, all right. Neil Bahadur. And he's got the quote right there. And if we live to tread on kings. That's a good quote. I don't know where that quote is from. And you are from Canada. You're a Canadian. That's awesome, bro. Neil Bahadur. That's his X page, and it looks like you have watched 2,769 films. Great job, my friend. And he has seen 96 this year. Very good. And let's see his favorite films of all time. His favorite film of all time is La Note from 1961. I have not seen that movie. Neither have I even heard of it. I've never heard of that. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. And then he's got October, 10 Days That Shocked the World from 1928. That is very old. That's interesting. He's got an older film on here. I have not seen that before. And he's got artificial intelligence, AI, artificial intelligence. I had to watch that film at some point because that's a Steven Spielberg movie. I'm gonna definitely check that out at some point. But I heard it's very good, very interesting, and in the realm of the census from 1976. I have not seen that either. Definitely gonna have to check that out. But yeah, these I have not seen any of these movies. I can't really rank any of them. But let's see what his top 5 movies, the 5-star movies that he's ranked, and we'll go from there. Let's see. All right, let's see what his top 5 movies of all time are. We're gonna just look at the top list and go from there. If they show up. All right, so we got. We have not seen any of these movies. Let's see. I'm not sure. Challengers. I've heard good things about Challengers. Priscilla. Top 5 stars. I heard good things about that. Oppenheimer, 5 stars. I've seen that a lot. Fences, I gotta check that out. I heard that's really good. Fences. Twin Peaks: The Return, I have not seen that. Ready Player One is, like I said, super underrated movie. Silence from Martin Scorsese, I've heard great things about that. Gone Girl, I heard that's very good. American Hustle, 5 stars. Yeah, most of these movies I haven't seen yet, but like I said, the only movies I've seen on this list is Oppenheimer. That's a 5-star classic. And yeah, The Boy and the Heron, I've heard great things about that. But yeah, not too bad, brother. The Irishman, I heard was very good. And let's see his 1-star rated films. Let's see what the movies he rated 1 star. All right, let's see. All right, he's got Wuthering Heights, 1 star. I haven't seen that. Him was terrible. I agree with that. A Real Pain, 1 star. Really? I do disagree with that. I actually very much enjoyed A Real Pain. That was a very good movie. Wonder why he didn't like that. That's interesting, brother. The French Dispatch, 1 star. I haven't seen it, but I've heard things about it. Space Jam 2 was very bad. I would say that. Let's see. The Lion King remake, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good either. Detective Pikachu, I have not seen. Avengers Endgame, 1 star. Wow, that is surprising, very surprising. And then Star Wars: The Force Awakens, 1 star. Yeah. And then The Good German, that movie is actually not that bad. That's not a bad movie. And this dude gave Gladiator 1 star. Wow. So this dude gave Gladiator 1 star and Black Hawk Down 1 star. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this dude, yeah. So he has a very bold list of movies, I will say. Neil, I had to say, Neil, I'll probably say it based on your 4 films that you have. I see you have good taste. I will say I'll give you a 7 out of 10 for your movies. I'll give you a 7 out of 10. Not too bad. Let's see, Brit's Dark. All right, Brit's Dark. Let's see. Okay, so they have. Let's see. There's your profile picture. Is a picture of a dog with the birthday hat. Okay, interesting. And you have seen 1,234 movies. You've seen 1,234 movies. That's not too bad. Not bad at all. And you have seen 148 this year. Not too bad. Not too shabby. And your favorite films. Let's get your favorite films. The Dark Knight. So starting off with The Dark Knight. Do I even have to say anything? One of the greatest superhero movies of all time. One of the best Christopher Nolan movies of all time. If not the best Christopher Nolan movie of all time. Just the Dark Knight has everything you want in a superhero movie. It has action, it has adventure, it has suspense, it has drama, it has romance. It's a thriller at sometimes. Sometimes it's horror, but just yeah, Christopher Nolan just knocks it out of the park with The Dark Knight. I mean, it picks up where Batman Begins left off and does it 20 times better than Batman Begins does. And The Dark Knight just steals the show. I mean, Heath Ledger's performance just as the Joker just steals the show, man. He is so timeless as a Joker, and he's so just villainous and so scary as a Joker. You never know what he's gonna do next when he's on and off the screen in the movie. He really tests Batman mentally and physically throughout the movie, and you just see his actions just being displayed on screen. But The Dark Knight is just amazing, and I see why it's your favorite top film of all time, Britt Dark. All right, and let's see their second favorite film of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. Now, this movie is one of the best Star Wars movies of all time. Personally, it's my second favorite Star Wars movie of all time. This movie has so much going for it. It's got action, it's got adventure, it's got drama, it's got romance. I mean, same thing I said about The Dark Knight. It has so much going for it. It's very, very action-packed. It follows Luke Skywalker from the first movie and how he trains to eventually face his father, who turns out to be somebody that he really knows very well. And it's got one of the best final acts of any movie that I've ever seen in my life. It's got one of the best final acts in a movie. But yeah, dude, Empire Strikes Back is just the premier Star Wars movie. It's a classic. It's just a very, very, very good instant classic, man. And it's a 5 stars for me. So yeah, The Empire Strikes Back, very good. Monsters Inc. All right, we got a Disney movie, first Disney movie of the day, Monsters Incorporated, Monsters Inc. This movie is a great, probably one of the best Pixar movies, and it doesn't really get talked about that much. I mean, it still gets talked about, obviously. When you go to Disney World, you think about Monsters Inc. and stuff, and Mike and Sully and whatnot, and you think about these characters who work at this, Monsters Inc. They work for a company for monsters, and they're scarers and whatnot, and it's a very, very, very interesting movie about monsters having real jobs. That is freaking hilarious. But just so much going for this movie, and this movie is just so funny. I mean, the voice acting, gotta give it up to the voice acting. I mean, Billy Crystal as Mike Wazowski is just hilarious. And John Goodman as Sully is very funny. He's very good, very charming. And I gotta say, Boo has gotta be one of the most cutest cartoon characters I've ever seen. She is so cute, so adorable. Every time she's on screen, that ending is just it made me cry when I was a kid, man. I mean, it's very good. Monsters Inc. And then also Steve Buscemi as Randall. Very good, very villainous. Steve Buscemi should definitely do more voice acting in the future. He's done a lot of voice acting, but this is one of his best voice acting performances in a movie. But yeah, man, Monsters Inc. is just a straight Disney classic. I love it, and I will always love it, man. All right, and next is Shaun of the Dead. Now, Shaun of the Dead was actually, the first time I watched it was actually with my parents and whatnot, my family. Actually, I watched it with my mom and my stepdad, and we loved it. I mean, Edgar Wright does something that in his movies he always has, like that blend of comedy and action. And Shaun of the Dead just blends both. It follows this regular guy working his regular job, Sean, and played by I forget his name. Golly, I forget his name. I'm gonna find out his name. But yeah, he plays Sean, and it follows him as he goes through his day in London, England. Everybody gets infected, and he and his friend, they're trying to get out of this situation where everybody becomes infected, and in the entire city of London, everybody becomes infected and turns into zombies, which they have to fight their way out of the situation and survive. And basically, this movie has a lot of just great scenes, great moments, great sequences, great comedy from Edgar Wright, and it just blends everything so well together. And I think this is one of my favorite Edgar Wright movies, and just interesting movie, great comedy, and great horror, horror comedy. So yeah, Shaun of the Dead, great list, man, or girl, whoever. All right, let's see what their top 5 movies are. All right, so they have, let's see. Okay, so they have History of the Entire World, I guess. They got the Lego Batman movie, top number rated 5. The Lego Movie 5. The Dark Knight, Ratatouille, Hot Fuzz. Okay, The Incredible, Shaun of the Dead, The Return of the King, The Fellowship of the Ring, Monsters Inc., Band of Brothers, The Green Mile, Toy Story 2, Toy Story, The Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, Schindler's List, Die Hard, Once Upon a Time in America, The Empire Strikes Back, The Godfather, 12 Angry Men, and Citizen Kane, 5 stars. Okay, all right, that's very good top 5. I've seen pretty much most of those movies, and I agree with all of them. Great list. And let's see his 1-star rated movies. Okay, we got War of the Worlds. I heard that was awful. And the Old Guard 2, Minecraft movie. Red One, The Substance, 1 star. I definitely do not agree with that rating. That it was a great movie. The Substance, 1 star. I do not agree with that. Miller's Girl was kind of okay. It was kind of bland. Leave the World Behind, Polite Society, Obi-Wan Kenobi wasn't really bad. Elvis, surprisingly, that's 1 star. Wow, that's surprising. Triangle of Sadness. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was not good, but it wasn't bad either. And yeah, Morbius was terrible. But yeah, I agree. Like I said, I haven't seen some of these movies, but like Star Wars, I don't agree with that. That's not 1 star. Twister, definitely not a 1 star. That was, and the Babadook, I actually enjoyed the Babadook, man. I ain't gonna lie. And Scary Movie being 1 star, like that's unfair. That's, I don't agree with that. And I've been seeing a lot of people ranking Gladiator as 1 star. Like, what do you not like about Gladiator? Like, I get Gladiator can be seen as overrated, but yeah, just tell me how you think about Gladiator, man. But yeah, man, that is it for for my Letterboxd ranking. Tell me how you guys thought about this, man. Did you like the movies that I ranked? And you know what? I forgot to give this guy a rating. I forgot to give this guy a rating. Give this person, I'm gonna give them their movies, their top 5 movies. Some of their 1 star movies I didn't agree with, but their list is, not too bad. So I'm gonna give them, I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10. Not too bad, not too shabby. 8 out of 10. Very good list. But if you guys like this video, and hey, I'll see you on the next one. See ya. Bye.